Welcome. The GenXplainers podcast is a special little episode I wanted to just throw out there. Ozzy Osbourne passed away, the Prince of Darkness. So just to quickly give a shout out and sort of remember Ozzy, let me just say that, I mean, because like when we were two years old or so, that's when Black Sabbath started. And we knew him from Black Sabbath, and then he had the solo career when we were junior high school, a little bit later. And then later on, a TV career as a reality star.
I love you all. I love you more than life itself. You're all f***ing mad.
Crazy. Hey, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate.
But anyway, he's had a huge, long career, very well known, very, talented, and I don't know, seemed like a nice guy from what I saw. And he actually, all the way up to the end, he had a little short performance, just like a week or two before he passed.
And I don't know what to say, man. I've been laid up for like 6 years. And it's so, you've got no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, and Ozzy his voice is unmistakable. And he actually, I mean, there are several songs where he actually has a very beautiful voice, I think. I want to play a little bit of one of my favorite songs by Black Sabbath, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And there's a part of that where of the verse, he changes the vocal delivery, and it's really beautiful. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to find it. Hold on. So obviously this, your normal Ozzy delivery, perhaps. And then this total mood shift. I mean, he's not the best singer in the world, but I like his voice when he slows it down. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. And then we get back.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to keep playing it. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It is. There's a lot of good Black Sabbath songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as you guys, what was your history with Ozzy? I mean, we all knew who Ozzy was.
It was probably Sabbath. I'm gonna guess, just because they were so iconic when I was growing up, and everybody around at school and stuff like that would have T-shirts but yeah, no. So for me, it's like I heard a lot of Sabbath back when I was very young. My history for him started then, but it grew over time. I didn't really necessarily buy a lot of stuff. I had, a couple things from Sabbath and didn't really have too much of a solo stuff, but I still knew a lot of it because of radio, his personality. He was always doing something different, creating like an image for himself that people knew.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like he remained out of the spotlight just as like a guy. He became an image, and his own brand.
How about you, Al?
So I'm sure, I'm 100% positive the first song I heard that included him was a Black Sabbath song, and it was, I'm guarantee it was Iron Man.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, that was probably my favorite Black Sabbath song. I loved it. So I listened to a lot of like hard rock / heavy metal when I was young, probably up to about middle school years. And then I started getting into more kind of alternative or, punk or new wave, all that kind of stuff. But did wind up going back to some of my roots and have listened to a lot of Sabbath, less Ozzy on his own. There's definitely songs by him that I think, like No More Tears, Mama, I'm Coming Home, like all of that stuff is really, really good. But again, I was mostly more into Black Sabbath. Probably my favorite song of all heavy metal is NIB, Nativity in Black by Black Sabbath. Also love Supernaut, which was covered by 1,000 Homo DJs and may have even surpassed the original. I didn't really watch a lot of the Osbournes. I've seen clips and stuff like that, but I do think he's actually a pretty unique figure in the sense that he is, as much as anybody is, synonymous with heavy metal.
Yeah.
And he is kind of like the godfather, grandfather, whatever you want to call it, of that, or the Prince of Darkness of that genre of music. And to have that kind of big presence in a niche kind of genre, but then to be able to go on to such widely recognized fame from reality television, I think he was exposed to a much larger audience, people perhaps who had maybe never listened to his music or certainly never actively listened to it.
Yeah.
But I really do think that what you see in what I've seen in those clips and what is like, he was a really beautiful man with a lot of foibles, but really didn't care to hide them, and I do think that there's something unique about him. A lot of it does have to do with Sharon, but a lot of it has to do with him.
Sure.
It was because of the Osbournes that I actually realized how funny he is too.
Yeah.
He was a very funny person, like really just said stuff that is like, wow, I didn't expect that from the Prince of Darkness, kind of thing.
Oh, and I was just going to say one last thing is that when he passed, I thought, well, he's now with Randy, because Randy Rhoads famously passed a long time ago, very young. I think he was 25 or 26 at the time. And so I reread the story of what had happened when Randy Rhoads died, just the same day that Ozzy passed. And there's this story of, I won't go into the whole story. It's a terrible, terrible story. But after he died, the bassist for the band went to a church that was nearby because he wanted to pray because he had lost his friend. And he goes up there and there's the church is empty and there's just one man up by the altar who's sobbing and just saying, why? And it's Ozzy Osbourne. And like, he was a very human person. I mean, we all are, but he was, I think, beautifully so.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. Rest in peace, Ozzy.
Yes.
And there you go. I have nothing more to say. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, bye.
Thank you. God bless you all.